Nearly all of New Orleans lost power as Hurricane Ida hit on the morning of August 29th, and it may take weeks to get all of it back. Ida struck as a Category 4 storm and turned into a Category 2 later that day. As of the 30th, it became a tropical storm and will likely continue dumping immense amounts of rain. Conditions are still hazardous. In addition to flooding, the lack of electricity means lack of air conditioning on hot summer days, or carbon monoxide poisoning from generators that aren't used correctly. Also, the city's pumping stations rely on power. These are meant to control flooding, and right now they're forced to rely on a backup power system, which means there's a lot of pressure on Entergy to get up and running as soon as possible.
This is a power company that has experienced problems with outages in the past. And I think as we kind of move forward and look into what caused the massive power outages that we're seeing now in Louisiana as a result of this hurricane, people are going to start looking at these incidents in the past and examining whether this company, Entergy, failed to upgrade its system in preparation for an event like this, which many people saw coming for many years.
In 2008, Hurricane Gustav caused around 800,000 people to lose power, which was the largest outage at the time.
There were questions and concerns raised about Entergy's role in this, and questions about whether the power lines, the transmission lines that carry energy across states and carry them into cities needs to be hardened to prevent outages like this in the future.
In fact, 2 years ago, the company was fined for failing to invest in the upkeep of their system.
They deferred into other spending on other things. And there was an investigation, and the New Orleans Council that oversees Entergy decided to fine Entergy $1 million because they found that those deferrals of money that should have gone into maintaining the system and upgrading the system actually led to outages across the system.
However, the responsibility doesn't just fall on Entergy. A lot of it has to do with regulators who are supposed to, regulate. Entergy is unique in that it is regulated by the city, which is different from other major utility companies in the US, which are regulated by the state.
New Orleans City Council, which has overseen Entergy for decades, has decided to outsource a lot of its oversight responsibilities. And what they've done is they actually spend the vast majority of their budget on hiring consultant companies to regulate Entergy. So we're still trying to understand the significance of that and whether that may have had any role in the events leading up to the hurricane.
What we do know is that this isn't new news to the people of New Orleans or the state of Louisiana. And the aftermath of Hurricane Ida may expose flaws in the system that people have been trying to address for more than a decade.